The Minister of Justice, Dauda A. Jallow, has on Monday presented a motion before the National Assembly for lawmakers to consider the appointment of one of the two vetted candidates for appointment to the post of Commissioner of the Human Rights Commission. According to Minister Jallow, the two candidates have been vetted and their names were also gazetted, and it's the job of the parliamentarians to consider who will be best fitted for the post. Khadijatu Haita Toure has more.
Initially, it was 5 recommended candidates, but after thorough vetting of the would-be human rights commissioners, only 2 people were considered suitable. The names of these potential candidates were tabled before the lawmakers for consideration, as only one can be appointed. Justice Minister Dauda A. Jallow explained the vigorous process involved.
The schedule, the operational procedure at the schedule at the back contemplated the appointment of all the 5 commissioners, and as a result, it requires that 9 should be shortlisted and be given to the National Assembly so that you have enough room to be able to choose from. However, in this situation, a vacancy occurred, and that is a seat reserved for a female. We did follow all the due process. We advertised, we gazetted, but you are offered with 2 candidates to choose from, to choose one out of the 2, instead of 9 to choose 5 from, because we are not reappointing the entire commission anymore, but we are only appointing one to replace the one that exited.
Minister Jallow said the applications of the candidates have been vetted in accordance with the appropriate procedures by a multi-sectoral committee who came up with the shortlist. He said their names were also gazetted for possible public objections, but none have come forward. As a result, it has now been brought to the National Assembly for consideration and selection of one of the 2 candidates who will later be appointed by the President.
We have vetted, there is a committee that by law should be set up, which is a multi-sectoral committee that was composed. They are the ones that vetted all the applications and came up with this shortlist. And it has been gazetted for the public notice so that the public members of the public who may have any objection may put forward their objections to the appointment of these candidates. But we've not received any objections so far. So the next step now is to bring it before this August Assembly for your consideration and selection of one out of the 2 for the final appointment of the President.
In 2017, the National Assembly enacted the National Human Rights Commissions Act. With this act, the Gambia established its first ever Human Rights Commission with a mandate to promote and protect human rights. One of the core functions of the Commission is to investigate violations of human rights at its own initiative or on a complaint made by any person or a group of persons. Reporting for iAfrica TV, I am Khadijatu Haita Toure.